Well, hello again. Welcome to another episode of the Becoming a Man podcast. I am by myself today, and the first time I've ever done something kind of like this. But I'll say this: uh, I've been meaning to do this one for a long time, aka probably like about a month. It is currently October 31st. It is Halloween, ladies and gentlemen, and I kind of just wanted to talk about just a few things that have been on my mind. Um, and I know nobody really watches this, but you know what? It's more for myself to get a chance to speak openly. And I just kind of wanted to recap how did the summer of 2020 go? How have things been going so far? And yeah, I mean, things have been, a little rather slow. Uh, just really, I've been thinking a lot about quarantine, and I've been really thinking about, it's not really quarantine anymore. It's, I guess what I'm saying is I have a lot of free time. Now, the last time I've had this much free time was in between me going from high school to college. And I think I've really come to enjoy training again. Really enjoy also making videos about running. I was kind of in a period, especially when I was working and I was going to school, and everything was back. Before COVID, I didn't really like making running videos specifically. Um, I don't really want to get trapped in to the kind of niche of running. Uh, but I'm really, I feel really good right now. I feel really fit. I could turn a lot of my attention to YouTube, to running, and you know, I, of course, I go to school and everything, but I'm just having such a good time doing it right now, and I'm having a good time training by myself. Specifically in this last month or so, has been really good for me. There was a period in during the summer when I was training and I was running probably around like 5 days a week, and it was all right, but just wasn't really there. I wasn't really fully committed, and I don't know, just didn't know why I was training and just really wasn't motivated in that sense. But slowly time goes on, and I'm actually pretty ready for like I'm ready for things to just like close down a little bit. Like like in the winter, or like when it gets cold, like things like hunker down a little bit. Like things get it feels like things are closer. Uh like in the summer when the weather's nice. I mean, I live in California. Weather's always nice, but like things are just feel so open, and you feel like where do you put your attention? You want to be outside. In the winter, it's like you know you just feel so enclosed. Not enclosed, but like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but things just feel uh more personal. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyways, so yeah, I'm kind of getting back to that feeling again of just really enjoying training, and really just believing in my abilities again. I know that sounds weird. I've always kind of believed in my abilities. Um, but sometimes I compare myself to people who are a lot better than me, and uh, sometimes we compare ourselves to these people, and you think that you can never get to that level. But more like more optimistic these days. I actually believe I can get to that level, um, with just a lot of time, and that's been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool. Um, Back to recapping summer. I forgot where I was, but we started off summer. Summer was, I can't really even remember where we started off. Uh, kind of, I'll just start with, I was in summer school for a little bit, probably just about 6 weeks. And, um, I think I was training not too much. It must have been like 20 miles a week. Um, really just kind of doing my own thing, not really doing a lot, uh, doing schoolwork, focusing on things here and there, running a little bit. I was camping. Yeah, I camped in my backyard for freaking almost a month, dude. Can you believe that? Those videos. I think those videos are kind of a weird time for me. Um, when quarantine was just kind of starting and everything, COVID was just starting out, and I was camping in my backyard. Um, it was just kind of a weird period. It was kind of cold out. Um, it's almost kind of crazy to think that I feel like we were just in, you know, January, February, March. I feel like we were just there. And all these in between months that came went by so quickly. But now I feel like things are starting to slow down again as we're getting into the November and the December and, the Januaries. Uh, I think that, my perception of time is definitely, things are definitely speeding up a lot. I could definitely see just a giant shift, where, you know, May, June, July, August, they all went by so quickly. That's 4 months. May, June, July. Yeah. And I got to go with my friend Alex to Colorado in August, and that was definitely, probably the highlight of my year, to be honest. It was really fun. It was a fun time. Made lots of cool videos. Made like no, I made 4 good videos, and I was camping by myself for 5 days, and those 5 days went by so slow, super slow, and it was so interesting because I was both lonely. Um, it was, but like I was also having a good time being by myself, and it was just an interesting experience. And I had never camped by myself before. I've camped plenty of times, but um, it was it was just solid experience. I got to do the things that I wanted to do, uh, and kind of disconnect a little bit from uh, the normal things that I was doing. I got to bike. This is probably, another one of those top 5 experiences. I biked 75 miles. What month? I can't remember what month that was in. It wasn't too long ago. It must have been in like June or July. I biked 75 miles to the ocean, and that was a really, really tough experience. Really fun one though. Really learned, probably a pretty stupid move. Having not biked more than like 25 miles in my entire life at one time. But you know what? It's the stupid things that we do that are fun. Speaking of biking, dude, yesterday I've been getting a lot more ballsy about the activities that I do. I'm like, I can handle it. Put more. I'm trying to put more load on myself. And yesterday, I was like, I'll run in the morning. and I'll run hills. I've been running hills here and there. Ran about like 6 miles. It was like 45 minutes, right? And with like hills, probably like 900 feet of climbing. You know, for me, that's a good chunk right there. That's quite a bit. Nothing crazy. If felt fine. Whatever. And then later that day, I was gonna go. I was like casual bike ride with one of my friends, Hideshi, and we're gonna go bike like 20, 23 miles maybe. Uh, and I was thinking like it would be super chill, just getting a little bit more activity in. Body can handle it. So, you know, things didn't really go as planned. We ended up doing 40 miles that day, and now that was quite that was quite intense. It was an emotional experience for me. Dude, you know how it is, highs and lows. Didn't have any food at all, didn't bring anything with me. That was like a 3 hour effort. Not expecting it at all, but it's you can get away with it, I guess. uh, Absolutely destroyed this morning. I'm so tired, but it was a good time, and I don't regret it. So that was yeah. So anyways, yeah, it almost feels as if we had the start of this year, January, February, March, and we just kind of fast forwarded through it all, you know, doing things here and there, still doing things, uh, having our, fun times. Not really any that, very many memorable ones. But I think that, this summer of 2020 was definitely just uh, a time to kind of like get by and readjust yourself and just kind of evaluate where you were. I kind of evaluated where I was, and I feel pretty confident about where I'm still headed into the future, despite what happens. I feel like I can adapt, uh, and even though that right now I'm not employed, you know, and I was working as a personal trainer, and as it stands right now, I kind of want to take a little bit of a break from that right now and maybe come back to it in a little while when things get a little bit better. I just don't have that passion for it right now. And I think that's with a lot of things. I was talking about in the video that I just uploaded, my last video, how like we go in phases. We're just the human. I feel like I'll speak for myself, but I think that emotionally I'm a pretty steady person, but also what I'm motivated towards kind of comes in waves. Some days I'm a lot more motivated to make content, or to run, or to study, for school, or whatever it might be. And it's a fragile kind of balance that we have to work in between. That I have to work in between. And man, I don't, I don't know. Some things I feel like I'm pretty confident with. And then when I really think about it, I'm not so confident with. That makes no sense at all. Whatsoever. I'm so bad at making statements. I always second guess sometimes I second guess the things that I say because sometimes I think they sound really stupid. We are here. We are here in almost November, and right now, as a person, uh, recently, actually, this is better. This is a better thing for me to talk about. A couple days ago, actually, on the same side of things, back to what I was talking about training wise, feeling super good, uh, and just consistent. I've always been consistent exercise wise. It's not hard for me to, uh, you know, do the work that I need to do when it comes to exercise or when it comes to running. It's a different question when it comes to like schoolwork or uh, less less bodily functions, more mental functions. But wait, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, but this last month and even the month before that, September, uh, it's just been really hard for me. Um, I just sometimes I feel like I'm in a bit of a brain fog, and I just feel, you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again. You just like sometimes I feel like I'm missing just a little bit of that spark of life a little bit, and missing out on a little bit of the small things, appreciating the little small things. And I didn't feel like I was putting in my best effort towards things like school, or like or procrastinating a lot, and just not feeling 100% there. Like I was not putting in my best effort. And we always, everybody wants to strive to put in their best effort, but sometimes you have to deal with, not your best effort, your second best effort. So we compromise, and feeling a lot better lately. Within this last week has been definitely a lot better, and it's just getting used to these new routines and getting used to new routines. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I really am not sure how things have been. Things have been going good, a lot better lately, like I was saying. And I think that I'm slowly starting to become more more precise, more precise in my actions. I know the things that I want to do. I know where I want to be, and I'm excited about it. And I'm excited about, I'm still really excited about making videos. I really do. Let's talk about videos, because I think I don't know how many years it's been. It's been close to 2 years now that I've been making YouTube videos, and I've just grown to enjoy the process of it so much more. I have so many ideas of things that I want to do, just artistically. This is my outlet. This is what I like to do. So, I try my very best to keep things fresh, fresh and creative, and I'm a big fan of depicting depicting the real personal stuff, but also not so personal stuff. A lot of people put on, you know, they put on their best, their fit. Fuck. Give me a second. They A lot of people put on more of a show, and I just want to be honest and genuine with you guys and show you, what life is actually about for me, is my life. And, things aren't always great, but also things aren't always bad. Sometimes I like to play it up a little bit more, and I like to play up the sadness part of it a little bit more, or the struggle part of it a little bit more. But I also just having a good time. That's why I make these videos. It just is so satisfying to make something that you're proud of. It's so satisfying to for me, it's satisfying to make something that I can watch again and be satisfied by what I made. And and part of that is enjoying, not making it all about the YouTube, not making it all about recording for the sake of recording, or entertainment for the sake of entertainment. It's about living my life and showing you the process of it throughout, and not, obviously I'm not exposing every single aspect of my life, because I don't think not that anybody should, but there's only so much that there is to expose, but not even expose, talk about. Just talking about the experiences that I have. And I don't know, if I'm like the average person. I'm probably pretty close to like the average person, but I think that not everybody goes. I'm not completely relatable, but maybe you find it a little interesting, what I do, or you find it a little interesting, the way I make my videos. Uh, they're a little bit more slow paced. I really like kind of the shots, kind of just slow, organic shots, just showing, really just showing what life is. I mean, just in a different angle, because that's really what videoing, vlogging is all, whatever you want to call it, is all about for me. Just giving a fresh perspective on life. And when I record something, or record myself, it kind of makes me take in the moment a little bit more, and I get to look back at that moment, a second time, and relive it again, and appreciate it a little bit more. And that's really the best part about it. And sometimes I beat myself up for, sometimes it's really easy to be like, nobody's watching my videos. But then again, it doesn't really matter. I'm only 20 years old, and it's not all about, I don't think it's all about having people to watch it. You know what? See, look, I'm just a guy talking about things. So if you don't, so I don't know if any of this makes sense. I don't actually know what I'm talking about, But we're just out here, all right? Now, what was I talking about? Let's go, you know what? Let's pivot a little bit. Let's go back to the summer of 2020. Not really much happened. The year just definitely feels like it just got cut in, like the middle of it just got cut out, and now all of a sudden I've teleported here into the future, and it's like it's Halloween 2020. What are you doing? And we're out here, dude. And I feel like I say "and" so much. We're out here having a good time, taking it day by day. Honestly, that's what it's all about. Trying to do the best with what we have. I'm trying to do the best with what I have. This reminds me of another thing I've been thinking about. I've always felt like I've just done things on my own way or on my own. I've never really felt like I've had a clear, group around me, maybe. I got friends, I got family. But I guess what I'm talking about specifically is my athletic journey. It's been a really like a rogue one. A lot of training, I've done a majority of my training in my life has been by myself. And guidance from some coaches, some a program here, but very slim. The story of my athletic careers thus far has just been doing it for fun, just for the fun of it, and for the sheer passion of it. Sheer passion. And sometimes I don't know if I like the training better or if I like the competing better. Because right now, I'm completely happy with just training. But I also know that at some point I want to compete. And without having that knowledge that I'm going to be competing, then there would be no real sense to train this hard. I'm not even training that hard, but to train hard. And I mean, yeah, I just feel like I've, done things on my own a lot. And I think that, I don't know, just done a lot of things. We're done a lot of things. And I'm happy with what I've done. And I think things are going to come together slowly. That's what I think. Actually, it's probably more of a hope than anything. That eventually things will just slowly start coming together. It's not anything that you can really predict or look out for. But I just have a strong confidence in the future. And at the end of the day, I think that's what keeps me going forward. A strong confidence in the future. And my abilities. Man. So, 1 second. And I think that is going to be that for today. Just came on here to talk your ear off a little bit on this wonderful Halloween night, evening. Go pet your dog. Go kiss your cat. Go give some candy to a stranger. I don't know. Be safe out there, guys. I'm gonna try to do these more often. If nobody listens, nobody's listening to this. Okay, let's get our facts straight. But be safe out there, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.